So we all know that cases are off to an insane start to 2025. I mean, this is a graph for the Prisma 2 case right here. This thing is up 37% just in the past month. It's been absolutely insane, and we've been talking about that a ton on this channel. But in this video today, I want to do something a little bit different. I wanted to show you guys for the first time ever every single case that I'm invested in, every single case that I own and that is in my inventory, and also just how well these cases have done to start the year and how I have made, I think, around $5,000 just in CS2 investing, just in cases to start the year already, and give you guys kind of the full breakdown of how this is all going, and hopefully, you know, in a way inspire you guys to go make some successful CS2 investments of your own. Today's video is sponsored by Pirate Swap, an automated CS2 trading platform where you can turn your skins into new ones simple and easy. All you have to do is click on the skins that you want to get rid of and then click on the new skins that you want to own and select confirm trade. It's that simple, it's that easy, and Pirate Swap has an amazing collection of skins, so you will definitely be able to find something that you like. And if you use the discount code GERM on Pirate Swap today, you're actually going to be able to claim a free $10 bonus and be able to get a 35% deposit bonus as well. So it's an awesome site with awesome features offering you an amazing discount. So there's no reason to not go check out Pirate Swap with that first link in the description below today. And thank you to them for sponsoring this video. So putting this video together and compiling all this data was actually a really fun and interesting exercise for me, because obviously I track all the stuff that I've bought and sold, and you know, I keep track of different things. This is like my ultimate spreadsheet right here, but I didn't honestly know the exact numbers of all the different cases and all the different things that I had and stuff like that, because it's just in different storage units. There was never really a need for me to keep track of this, and honestly I'm just buying this stuff, throwing in storage units and holding it for the long term anyway, so I didn't know how much money I've made. I didn't know how much of every single case I had. I just buy the best stuff that I can whenever I have money, and I've just been doing that for the past year or so. You know, when I looked back through all of this, I can see that my first real case purchase or case investment was in October of 2023, and then I slowly started picking up more in like January of 2024 and just kind of started going from there. So you guys can imagine how much money I've made off of some of these cases if my purchases are all the way back from October of 2023. So it's really been insane. But this is just even taking a look at what has happened so far in 2025. Now, you do need to take all this kind of with a grain of salt, because a lot of this data is just taken from like CSGO stocks, which they don't always do the best job of updating all their data and keeping everything up to date in real time. And obviously these things are changing all the time. So here is what we have in terms of every single case that I was able to find in my inventory through storage units and through the different tracking things and everything like that. We can see here, obviously the case that I own the most of, and I've been telling people about this, is the Prisma 2 case. According to what I was able to find, I have 2,993 Prisma 2 cases. So if anyone's ever been wondering, you know, what I'm invested in, what I own, what I have going on, here is that. It looks like the second most case that I have is the Snakebite case at 1,302. Again, I bought these a couple months ago, I think, I don't know, towards the back half of 2024, but I got some really good price on the Snakebite cases. I have 1,087 Danger Zone cases, 1,000 Shadow cases, 694 Prisma 1 cases. Not really anything too crazy as far as the other cases as well. I have 446 Wildfire. I don't have my gallery cases included in here because obviously gallery cases haven't really had a run in 2025 so far because they are price constrained due to the armory, but I think I have around 1,000 gallery cases, and I do want to pick up a couple more 1,000 gallery cases. But I also am still actively buying cases right now. I have a little bit of money set aside. I haven't really done a ton of purchasing yet in 2025 because I was trying to set aside money to have to pay for taxes because, you know, I'm going to have a tax bill from like cash trading and investing and YouTube and all that stuff. That's all stuff where you pay the taxes kind of later on. So I wanted to set money aside to be able to pay the taxes. And now that I know how much money that's going to cost and how much extra money I'm going to have, I have kind of my lump of cash where I'm going to be able to start buying more cases, more armory items and stuff like that. But anyway, the point of this whole thing was that these are the total number of cases I have. In total, this is, this says 9,000. Is that correct? 9,262 cases, which is pretty crazy. So again, when you factor in my gallery case and everything, I guess I have over 10,000 cases, which is insane. I didn't know that that was the number. And then here is the January 1st Steam prices for all of these things. Again, this is just according to according to CS2 stocks. So that is where we were at. And now the percent gain we have seen so far in 2025, again, from January 1st until today, March 1st of 2025, these are the percent gains that all these different cases have seen. It looks like the biggest gainer so far in 2025 has been the Prisma 1 case at a 71% gain in 2025 so far. That's just year to date. That's just in the past 2 months. That's pretty crazy. Fracture case up 70%. We have the Riptide case up 63%. We have the Snakebite case up 68%, Shadow up 58%. Some cases doing really well. We do have Operation Breakout up 2%, Chroma 3 up 7%, Huntsman up 8%. So those ones not doing so good. Gamma 2 only up 8%, Prisma 2 up 59%, which obviously is cool to see considering I have so much of those. So the next thing I did was find the total amount of money that I had in all of these cases as far as the Steam prices went on the beginning of the year in January 1st of 2025, and that's going to be these numbers here. So again, this is just that January 1st price multiplied by the overall number of cases that I had. And then I did timesing everything by 0.65 because this was the number that I found for about the difference between Steam and CS float. So the difference between Steam prices and cash prices for cases. Again, every item class has a little bit different. I know most people say that Steam is usually like 30% more than cash prices, but for cases it seems to be about 35% more, or like the fact that float is 35% less. So I times everything by 0.65. Again, this is just a rough estimate. Some of these things are going to be a little bit more, a little bit less. It's not entirely accurate, but this is going to give us general ballpark numbers, which is good enough for the case of this video. It doesn't really matter. It's still going to tell the same general story at the end of the day. And then from there, we're able to multiply the amount of gains that we've seen in all these cases so far in 2025 to see how much in terms of the overall cash profit I have seen on all of these different cases. And this is where it starts to get really crazy. This is where it starts to get really interesting because, again, like I said, I have seen that in 2025 cases have been going crazy. I know cases have been going up. I know that I own a ton of cases. I know I have a pretty decent amount of money in cases. I wish I bought more cases in 2024. I wish I had put more money in, but I don't know. Money, obviously we're all working on finite budgets and finite amounts of money, and it's so easy to have hindsight and see that cases have gone so crazy, but stocks could have done well, crypto could have done well, other items in CS could have done well, whatever. But obviously I've been saying that I believe in cases a lot. I put a lot of money into cases, but I didn't know exactly how much money I was ever making because it doesn't really matter. Again, you don't really make the money until you sell, and I'm not really that concerned with the money anyway because I'm planning on holding these for a long time. But this was interesting for me to see, and I did want to actually see what was going on. So I did, multiplying these by the gain to see the overall cash prices today of all these different investments. And you can see here, as far as at least these estimates and just doing some rough math, I think I have around $3,000 of Prisma 2 cases, which checks out because I know Prisma 2 cases are like around $1 or pretty close to $1 depending on where you look or what site or whatever. But I also have, $1,000 of Danger Zone cases, $1,000 of Broken Fang cases, $1,000 of Wildfire cases, $500 of Operation Breakout cases, $700 of Danger Zone 647 of Prisma. So between Prisma and Prisma 2, I have a lot of money there. A lot of money in the Phoenix cases, $600 in glove cases, which I think is cool. A lot of stuff going on here. It's just crazy that Snakebite, even with 1,300 cases, it's still only like $400, which that's one of the things that sucks about Snakebite cases. They're just such a pain in the ass to move in and out of storage units and do that stuff and whatever. But again, this gets us to eventually what we're looking at in terms of the overall gains that we have seen so far just in 2025. And again, just in my Prisma 2 cases alone, I've seen $1,000 in gains just in 2025. And again, I have to remind you guys, the first Prisma 2 cases I started buying was back in October of 2023. And I know the cases didn't have a lot of movement overall in 2024. Most things were kind of flat or down or whatever. But again, the fact that I've been accumulating these for, over a year now, and we're starting to see some really, really big gains. But that is why this is paying off so good. That's how you end up with 3,000 cases, is you continue to accumulate things that you really believe in, things that you think are good, even when the prices are down, even when the prices are not necessarily moving crazy. Again, throughout much of 2024, Prisma 2 cases were pretty flat. They were down. They weren't, the sexy or hot investment in the markets or whatever. But I still continue to buy them and accumulate and whatever. And then eventually, once the things that you believe in, if and when they do decide to take off, that's when you're going to really be able to reap the reward. So as far as gains, again, I've seen, $400 worth of gains just on shadow cases, which seems so random. And I know people always talk crap about cases that don't have like the best skins or the best golds or whatever, but that's the thing. The fundamentals of cases alone is enough to make them amazing investments. Now, hey, if they have great items in them, if they have great golds, if people love opening them, that's awesome. But again, something as simple and easy and silly as a shadow case, which seems like it would be a terrible case and a terrible investment, whatever, it's up, what, 58% in 2025 already? I've made $400 just in 2025 off of it. Like, these things can be really crazy. Now, again, if we add this all up, we can see that this is about $3,000 worth of cash gains in 2025 alone, which is insane. Again, I did not know how much this number was going to be. I'm pretty shocked and happy and excited to see that. But like I said, it doesn't really matter because these things are going to go up and down. If I'm not selling, then I'm not even getting that $3,000. And you have to keep in mind there's taxes, fees, all that different stuff going on. But also in terms of Steam balance, that's where I'm saying the $5,000. If I looked at Steam balance and included maybe some of my other items, I do think it is close to around $5,000 of gains that I've seen so far in terms of Steam balance in 2025, which I think is really, really cool and exciting. Now, again, some people do their trading in Steam, some people do their trading in cash stuff. I do think Steam balance is actually okay to have right now because there are, Steam balance is how you're going to be able to get like armory items and stuff like that. There's not even enough armory items to really buy them in bulk from like third-party trading sites and stuff like that. So a lot of my, armory investments I am buying in Steam balance. So I do actually like having Steam balance right now. But around $5,000 overall in gains to start this year, which has been really, really, really insane. Like I said, not necessarily doing this to brag or boast or whatever, because hey, I've posted about terrible trades and terrible investments and horrible things that I've done and all the money I've lost in Paris and all the other stupid stuff. But I did want to show you guys a win and some cool things going on right now. But also just kind of documenting what I'm doing overall, and also again for the first time ever showing you guys just how many of every single case and all the different investments and stuff I have in my case investing CS2 portfolio, because I have been talking about for the past year or so now that cases are my favorite investment, my biggest investment, where I'm putting most of my money, time, and effort and all that stuff. And it's just really cool to finally seeing it pay off, and making around hopefully like $5,000 in terms of Steam balance just in 2 months so far in 2025, which is definitely cool and fun to see. But that's pretty much it for this video today, guys. Hopefully catch you next one. Until then, peace.